this resistance is letting me know that God is about to move. Like, there's a reason the devil want us to quit in this area of our life. Like, if we weren't doing what God wanted us to do, it would be easy.
I've been thinking a lot about everything we've been dreaming. Will we ever make it out of this season? Where we seem like we're defeated and we're taking beatings and life keeps repeating. So I get on my knees to pray and ask the Lord why. Would you give us all these gifts and then hang them out to dry? I would think that you would only want the best for us, but everything is at its worst and we can't take no more. Let's do this. It's time to stop making excuses. Let's suck it up and
Welcome to another episode of Due Season. I'm your boy Daryl Devine.
And I'm Amber Brenton.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How you feeling?
I feel good. Like, my year ended good, so, like, I know this new year about to be great.
Yeah. I'm telling y'all, 2022, you know, a lot of people go into a different year saying how bad the last year was.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say 2022 did its thing.
It did things, man. It's like, especially right at the end, though. It was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
from September to December. And your life can change any day. Just keep going. You can wake up and things will be different.
Yeah, like we were literally having a conversation about what our life looked like in June of 2022 and then what it looked like 6 months later.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because what was going on with you in June?
In June, I was just doing the same thing I was doing consistently, posting content. But I realized I'm not there yet, so I had to go back to work. So I was planning on going. I had a plan that I wasn't going back to work, but then
Summer break, right?
Yeah, summer break. So I was on summer break, planning to not go back to work. Ended up having to go back to work, but I didn't even have to make it through the whole year.
Yeah, and I'm telling y'all, it was serious. It was like, listen, you out for the summer. We're gonna act like you ain't got no job, and we're gonna keep doing it, and it's gonna happen.
He was like, by August, you're not going back to work. July hit, bro, you gotta go back to work.
You gotta go back to work. I think your bills might need you.
For real, though. And then?
Hey, y'all, and that's the crazy thing. In June, you know, when did your summer break start? Was it in May?
Like the end of May, so like May 20-something.
Okay, so May comes, June comes, like she said, July comes, and we realize our hopes aren't reality yet. Like, you gotta go back. And we got to figure this thing out.
Mm-hmm.
But the crazy part about it, I think, is a lot of people give up before they get to their breakthrough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what made you keep going when you had to go back to the place you didn't want to go to?
I say, like, the extra push. Like, you pushing me, like, keep going. Like, I remember sitting outside one day I was on the phone with you, like, and I just started crying. But you was just like, you got to keep going, like, you got this. So that extra push, and then I was like, I've been doing this for this long. Like, why would I give up now? Yeah. Like, great things been happening. Just because I'm at work doesn't mean that great things ain't about to happen. So I had that, like, that extra motivation from you, and then just thinking, I done made it this far. Like, why would I give up now? Like, things been happening. I just had to go back to work. So it's just like, just being positive about it.
Yeah.
And just knowing that things are gonna get better, but in that extra push though, that motivation, like, yeah. I'm telling you, I was crying on the courtyard talking. I don't know if you knew it. I hung up that phone like, I don't want to do this no more, man. Yeah. It ain't getting me nowhere.
No, that's real. I know there's an old church song that say, I can't give up now. I come too far from where I started from. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. And I think it's an interesting...
I'm sorry about this. It just reminded me of my mama in the church back in the day.
Yeah, man. It's interesting because a lot of us get on the path and get frustrated because it's difficult. Mm-hmm. You know, but no one literally told us it would be easy. No. We didn't think it was going to be easy. And I think that's why we didn't give up. Because we didn't think it was going to be easy to start with. We were just going as hard as we could.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so we went from June 2022... working full-time, having jobs, to December 2022, we just released our first film. We're doing a premiere, like, full-time entrepreneurship. Like, comedy is going crazy, hosting shows, like, wedding game is crazy, studio is being rented out every week. And God brought us a long way.
A long way, all because we just kept going and just believing in Him. I think one thing that you told me that stuck with me, like sometimes, like you just gotta give like God the chance to like let Him have it. I think we get so caught up in doing things when we want to do it, but like if you leave, you do your hard work. I'm not saying because what's the Bible verse? Is it
faith without work?
Yeah, so there's nothing gonna happen, but you still gotta work and also gotta believe in God. Like you can't do stuff when you want to, so like God got you if you keep working hard, and one day you just God gonna say, "Look, I told you so."
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think God loves the glory, right? And so I think a lot of times when we try to figure things out on our own timeline, God laughs.
Cause tell them about your story about what you thought you was gonna do. Like,
yeah, so I was coming in, so I was getting ready to turn 30, right? So my goal was on my 30th birthday. Everybody like, what you gonna do for your 30th birthday? And I'm like, I'm gonna quit my job. But I was still scared, y'all. So my plan was to put in my notice and tell my job I will work 3 more months to the end of the year, right? And things just started to happen. The closer I got to it, you know, just all different things that had nothing to do with my job, nothing to do with photography, but there was a certain set of circumstances that made it where it only made sense for me to quit now.
Like all types of stuff would happen. That's what I'm saying. That's how God do you.
Yeah,
like
and I was like, okay, and I called my boss and was just like, yeah, that's it. And like I think when it happens unexpectedly, I think it allowed God to get that glory. Because sometimes we work so hard that we forget that it was God that gave us the strength. It was God that gave us the wisdom, you know, the dreams to even be pursuing. And so
preaching again.
I think if you're in too much of control, He's not gonna move.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't let go enough to let God move, you ain't gonna go nowhere.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to. We got to a wall. We said, you know, God, we doing everything we can. And then He was just like, make room for me, and I'll make room for you.
And that's exactly what been happening. Like, even with the short film that we did, like, if y'all just move, like, everything else gonna come. Everything came together in ways that we never thought.
Never thought, man.
We never thought.
We got a group of people together that were so excited. They were so talented. They were so appreciative. And we pulled off something we never done.
Never done.
We never went to school for. We never seen nobody do it. And so if y'all haven't seen Brenton's Christmas,
y'all check it out.
Definitely check it out, man. We had some amazing cast. We got interviews on previous episodes of the cast. So definitely check that out.
Yes, and the view, like even the views on it, like we didn't even expect we was gonna get this many views. This is our first time. We're up and coming right now. We're working hard, but that's why I say just go for whatever. You don't know what's gonna happen, like, and you do whatever you gonna do. Don't let nobody tell you no different. And this man's so confident. I'm like, hey, I don't even have that many followers on YouTube. Why would you drop it on YouTube first? And he was like, just trust the process. Like, so what I'm saying is, like, follow your first mind sometimes. This man literally said, I don't have nothing. Yeah. And it just grew within days. Like, God got you. You just stick to it.
Yeah.
So,
and know that the enemy is going to try you along the way, right? Yes. The enemy is not going to attack you if you're not doing nothing worthwhile. And so when you're moving in God's plan, the enemy is going to attack. Like, I was editing this film, y'all. Almost lost the entire film.
And you got sick right when
sick. I'm still trying to I think I might have had the flu. Like,
how many days you stayed up?
Probably like 3 or 4.
Listen, he called me. We was about to go to the premiere for all the cast to watch it. All of us first. This man, the whole film, he said stuff was, even our podcast was in the film. Like he uploaded and it was just all gone. Yeah. Like, that film was like, oh, God, what we gonna do? But he did not give up, though.
Yeah. And I was literally about to go to the premiere in Atlanta, y'all. This is like bags packed. We're going to go celebrate. And we almost lost the entire film.
He couldn't even celebrate with us.
Right. So I didn't even go to Atlanta because I had to spend the entire day to get something together for the premiere. Right. And so I think, and I told Brent, I said, like, this resistance is letting me know that God is about to move. Like, there's a reason the devil want us to quit in this area of our life. Like, if we weren't doing what God wanted us to do, it would be easy. it would be so easy. The devil would be like, yeah, keep doing that because you're distracted.
Yep.
But the fact that we had that resistance was like confirmation that we were doing what we were supposed to do.
And you kept saying, this is just God. I know it's going to pay off in the end. It's going to pay off. And for our first film, over 6,000 people don't watch it. They're still watching it every day. So, yeah.
And I think it's going to continue to be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
We've had people reach out from multiple schools trying to intern with like production and post-production experience, and it's like God is really stirring up an environment for us to be successful in this area. So I'm excited. And this was never, y'all, and that's the thing, when you moving in God's plan, the plan will change. Because we didn't start off saying, yo, we're going to do filming and acting.
I just thought I was going to be a stand-up comedian. I thought that was it for me. Like, I was supposed to be doing stand-up, but it's like, maybe God telling me no.
Yeah.
That is something you can do, but this is what I want you to be doing. So like you said, you may start off, I don't know, whatever you're doing, but you may end up doing something else in that path once you start following your dream and your purpose. And I'm a witness of that. And you are too.
Yeah. If you would have asked us 2 years ago, what is it going to look like at the top, we probably would have told you Netflix special and celebrity photographer.
Yep.
But it's not looking like it's going to be like that. It might, but we're opening our eyes to different ways for God to move.
Yeah, because that film let me know, like, for your first film, the feedback, I'm not just saying this trying to boost your head up, but somebody said that we didn't even know in the comments on YouTube that you're the next Tyler Perry. After we joked about it, though, for weeks when you was, and then somebody actually wrote that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, and I receive it.
Yeah, he do.
I receive it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is only the beginning, y'all. When I tell y'all we have so many amazing ideas, and that's why we appreciate you guys, the people who take the time to watch, the people who take the time to listen. Those of you who are following us on Patreon, we appreciate your support. That small seed that you're sowing is really blessing what we're able to do.
Because it's going to help us do even more films for everybody that's following us and loving the movement and want more. That would definitely help because, like, we're doing this on our own. Like, it's a blessing, but we're doing it on our own, so.
Yeah. So what's your perspective in 2023? What you got going on? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. 2023, I'm just ready to, like, grow, continue to pour into the community that's supporting me and continue classes, getting stronger in what I do. And I know it's going to be many more blessings to come. Continue my acting. You'll see me more, man. You'll see me more. Hoping sooner or later I'll be able to do a tour.
Yeah,
so
that'll be lit.
Yeah, that'll be lit. So I'm looking. What you looking for?
Man, it's so many different ways to go, right? So, potentially doing another film this year. It's definitely been on the radar. Starting a show.
Oh, yeah.
So producing something that you guys can see on a regular has been an idea that's been going on now that I have the studio space. But yeah, so much. Oh, and getting Slim.
Oh, Slim, that's the key.
Listen, y'all our family, man. If you listen to the due season, we want to let y'all in. We trying to listen.
I made it through we've been on it for week 2?
Week 2?
I'm still on week 1, and I was like, I'm strong enough. I made it through a 2-day detox. I'm not giving up now. So next time y'all see me on this podcast, I'll be sitting up so straight, no stomach. Right now, I got to kind of rest. You get what I'm saying? It's like you got to kind of sit a certain way. Like, it's like you can't, when you big, you can't really get comfortable.
You can't even, you got to make sure you ain't breathing. Some of y'all probably listen to this podcast and say, all I hear is breathing.
That's it. I'm telling you, like, this jacket ain't doing it.
You know what I'm saying? So 2023, man, we trying to, health and wealth, we chasing it. With everything we got, we trying to get on a healthier lifestyle. So we're going to flash back to this video. When we reach our goals, we're going to go back to this clip so you can see where we at now and see where we end up at. But we're excited, man. If anybody trying to tap into it, let us know. We can share some information on what we're doing. We already lost a significant amount of weight so far.
Yeah, in the first week. And I was like, this got to be a scam. And you were like, this is not a scam. I lost like 6 pounds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm down 15 pounds. So we're excited to see where it goes, but we want to share this process with you guys, and so we're gonna start having you guys on the podcast live via Patreon, and so if you want to join the conversation, if you want to ask questions, if you want to give us topics, or if you just want to chat and just have a good time with us, we want to invite you to join our Patreon. The link is below wherever you are. So definitely check that out. So let's see. So this has been, it's crazy because like this past year has been so fulfilling. It's almost hard to ask for more. It's like, man, God is blessing me so much. What else can I? And I think that's really why we want to focus in on our health, right? Because we're so blessed in so many areas, and we're moving, and we have momentum. So I think we're kind of saying, what is the place in our life that we're not making that kind of change?
And it's just being. I feel like, being your best self. Like it'll feel so much better. Like if you just lose a little weight, because you'll feel like you're your best self. Yeah. And I feel like you can perform better. Like, even when I'm on stage, even when I'm acting, maybe I can get more roles instead of being Big Mama or somebody grandmama or auntie.
Loretta Devine.
Yeah. See, that's what I say. I don't want to be her. And then you talk about if I dress like a girl in the movie, I'm look like Juicy.
Miss Juicy, baby.
So it's like I just want to lose. I can't look. Juicy, no offense to you. You're a nice looking, but I don't want to be your twin. Like,
you know what I'm saying? We'd love to have you on the podcast.
For real.
If you hear this.
If you hear this, yes, me and you. But when you come on the podcast, I just want to not look like your twin, just so we won't look alike. They won't get us confused. It's nothing to throw at you. I just don't want to be your twin.
Yeah. And some of y'all got to take that step back, right? Asking yourself, what is it that makes me feel like my best self? You know, I think sometimes it's hard for us to make progress because we just don't feel confident. You know, we don't feel good about ourselves. And so in 2023, that could look a lot of different ways for some people. Some people, that's losing weight. Some people, that's, you know, getting a promotion at work. Some people, it might be as simple as getting a haircut or, you know what I'm saying, getting your eyebrows arched. You know what I'm saying? You know you need some work. You know what I'm saying? And like little things like that can make a tremendous difference in your day. I had a friend that used to, in college, whenever he wanted to get work done, even though he was at home, he would dress up. He would put on khakis, button-up shirts, and sit at a desk and do his homework.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever it takes, man.
Whatever it takes. And so sometimes you just got to feel better. And like if you just sitting at the house with your ball and shorts or your robe on and you just don't feel like you just, you know, you don't got that energy, sometimes you just got to switch up your environment or switch up your situation and see if that helps out.
Yeah. Like some of y'all got basketball dream, put on your jersey. Sit in the house with your jersey on.
Do free throws on the floor.
Yeah, just, you know, hoop dreams. You just want to feel like you out there still. Because a lot of y'all would not give up that basketball. I know it had nothing to do with that, but I'm just trying to help the ones that just won't give it up. Put your jersey on, man. I know they gave it to you from high school. Put it on.
Your armbands.
Yo.
If you got a headband in 2023, we're going to pray for you.
We're going to pray for you.
Well, listen, we ain't going to take up too much of y'all time. Y'all know on this podcast, we keep it short and sweet. But we just want to thank y'all for y'all continued support.
Thank you.
Follow us on social media, Funny Britain. You can follow me at Daryl Devine, Optical Illusions. Do all that. Patreon, the link is in the bio, everywhere. But we appreciate you guys' support, and we will see you on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.
I've been thinking a lot about everything we've been dreaming. Will we ever make it out of this season? Where we seem like we're defeated and we're taking beatings and life keeps repeating. So I get on my knees to pray and ask the Lord why. Would you give us all these gifts and then hang them out to dry? I would think that you would only want the best for us, but everything is at its worst and we